Hi everyone. This is Python class week 3. Uh, Today's topic is about uh, data structures. Let me see, maybe list. Where is okay? Okay. Today topic is about list. Actually, we still have some slides left from last week, but some of slide will be visited again after studying the list data structures because uh, some of mm, okay, uh, some of contents is very related to the list data structures. For example, string, how we can uh, split the string and how we can uh, slice the string. Okay. Okay. Anyway, I promise we're gonna come back here for the more explanations about the some functions related to the some string. Uh, okay. So anyway, let's see the today topics. The list. From now on, the chapter 2, 3, not this is 3, right? Chapter 3, 4, 5 are related to the data structures. So what is the data structures? Data structures is kind of the some uh, big container. Hmm? Compared to the variable we have learned in the week 6, second week 2, last week. We had learned about the variable, right? So variable is kind of the some box that can include some value, contain value, right? Number, integer number, or float number, or any character string. Compared to that variable, these data structures can contain multiple variables, not just a single. Actually, this explanation is not that correct because sometimes definitely these data structures container can only have has only one single variable, single values, but it can what I want to say is that it can contain multiple values. Okay. Let's see that some example in a console, which might be much easier to make you understand. Uh, let's make the font bigger to see clearly. Okay, it's good to see. Okay. Here, mm, for example, A is the 1. Okay. Uh, let's change to window layout to default layout to see the uh, variable. So now A has a value 1, A. So if you put the A, then interpreters gonna tell you the A has now 1, right? So what if you want more numbers? What if you want to put the more numbers for the A, variable A? Then how we can do that? That's the reason why you use the data structure. Here's for example A 1, 2, 3. If you want to put the 3 numbers, not this, which is very simple. For example 5, 4, 2, 9, 11. You want to put just the 4 number into this A variable, okay? Then how uh this what I say data type of the A is the tuple, right? Tuple. These data structures will be dealt with in next week, okay? Not in this week. But anyway, the tuple is also kind of the data structure. But today's we are going to learn about the list A equal. Instead, you must put the uh, this bracket, okay? Okay. So inside this bracket, you have to put any number, okay? Like this. If you want to just put 4 numbers for the A, like this, between the value, you have to put this comma, okay? Comma. Okay. So now you can see this variable A is a type of the list data structure. And then it has a total 4 element inside. Okay, like this. Value is total 4 numbers. Here you can also define with the heterogeneous different data type. Okay, for example, you can put some number and then integer number and float number and character string and with a double quotation character string like this. You can do that. Okay. So this A list has a total 4 element member uh, that which are 123 and 3.17 A and hello like this. This is the list. Okay, list. Then how we can access of each element? How we can? You can just use the index. Okay. So for example, this one is the 0, index 0. Index is start from the 0. Okay? Even if this is a first element, but the start from 0. Okay, this is a 0 element and this is 1, 2, 3 like that. So whenever you need to access each element, then you should put the first list name and then give the bracket. And inside the bracket, you have to put the index of the element. For how let's access to the 3.17 and what the index of the 3.17? 1, right? 1. Then you can see the interpreters gonna return the value 3.17 to you. Okay? Okay, it's very simple. So whenever you need to another add another element, and you can access 0, 1, 2, 3, right? Both element. Okay. Okay. This is the list. How we can define list and how we can access to each element, member, item, member or item. Usually I'm gonna say this each one item. Uh, I'm gonna say this each values as item. Okay, item, list and item. Okay. Mm, so it's a Python data structure is a kind of linked list. Okay. You are going to learn about the data structures more in a data structure class. So I just uh, some theoretical things because I'm gonna deal with these details in class. Okay. So this video lectures is just for the practice. Okay, not just for the theoretical some knowledge. So we have many different data structures for the uh, in a Python language. So we're gonna study one by one. First one is the list, which is the most popular data structures among those data structures. List, triple set. Okay. So the list data structure has several methods. One is append, pop, extend, remove, insert, sort, and index, and count, delete, there, length, and reverse. So let's do the one by one. So let's define A in just the simple two uh, items in the inside the list A here. Okay. List A has now two member, right? And if you want to append, add more items in the list, you can use the append method. When you try to use the function of this list, it's called as the method. Okay, this is method function. You have to access each member method of this list by what? How? Dot. Okay, dot, and you put the method name here. Okay, here. Okay, so append. Okay, append. Okay. So it's a method and then function. Uh, both give you some service huh, from the interpreter by interpreter, but those are a little bit different. For example, let's try to use the append first. A dot append. Okay. Here's we want to add more item. Just add a single item here. I. And you can see this high new item is just added to the list of A. Okay. You can do more things. For example, here, let's try to add float number more. Then this number is added in tail of the end of this list. Okay. So this item index is 0, 1, 2, 3, right? Whenever you open more item, then it just added from the end of this list. Okay, list. Okay, open. Okay. So, and let's try to call length function. Okay, so it's a little bit different. As we already used the print function. Okay, print function like this. So this is a function and function name, and functions bring this parentheses. Okay, parentheses. Always bring parentheses. Some symbol for the function name, and then with the parentheses. This is function. These functions provide some service to you. For example, print function gives you print out the something or value, right? We already learned one, right? Print function or input function as well. Input function give the return some value that receive from the user to you, okay? Like a, and input function get some user keyboard input from the users and then return the value to where a, right? This is the input function. Okay? Function. So here we have length function. Let me introduce length function. Length function and give the uh, variable a inside this parentheses, and let's see what happens. It returns 4, right? Which means this a has total what? 4 item inside. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 item. So as you can see, both length or printer gives some service, and then also append also give you some service. Append provides service like adding a new item to the this what list, okay, of A. Hmm? So both are kind of function, but this is an independent function. But this function is belonging to what? Is list A, right? Belonging to list. So we just call this function as what? The method. Okay. This is method. This is method. This is function. So they actually both are working as samely, but the name is different. Okay. One is the method, the other is a function. Okay. So let's do test more method here. A dot. What if you want to insert some new item first as a first item? What I mean is index with the index 0. Then here you can use the insert instead of the append. Here, first one is you put the position. Mm, maybe as I remember, it's a little bit old. And then give the something. Let's try to some new item. Then you can see this good is added in as a first item, right? First item, not end item. Okay, and also you can insert another position. For example, if you want to put the more number between the 12 and 2 and 0, 1, 2, right? So you have to put the new number after that, then 0, 1, 2 position, right? 2 position. Let's try to 1, 2, 4. 1, 2, 4, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3 is will be added between 12 and 2. Okay. Uh, what else we have? Yeah, extend pop. Uh, extend, remove. And then if you get some value with some position index, for example, if you want to just here's if you want to assign A's second value to B, then you can like this, okay? Then now B has 12, right? Second value. But if you want assign a value and then delete that element together, for example, A's 0, 1, 2, 3. Okay, 3. Then let's see what happened. Okay, sorry. Pop. You have to use pop. Okay, 1, 2, 3. 3. Then you can see the now B has that value 2, but that values just delete from the list of A. So this pop method just get the value with the index and then just delete that value from the list together at the same time. Okay. So if you need that, you can use the pop. Sometimes if you want to use this list as some fit for queue, then you can use this pop method, usually using this one. For example, this each item just waiting for the service by you, and you can just get each item from the index, right? From the first index, right? And with the 0, then can B is now have B good, and then again, then 12, and then if you call the power again, and B has 1, 2, 3, then again, then now B has high, and again, then now it has 3.14, and again, then it shows what? There is no item inside list, so it's empty. Return the error message to you. Okay. So here you can use another operation, extend. But the extend is exactly same as the plus. Many guys prefer to use the plus. Okay. So here A is a list, and then we try to add another list like this, right? And then you can add more as well. Let's try to bring list. Okay. Sorry. Here you have to return the value from here. Okay. Okay. List 1, 2, like this. Okay. It's added. Okay. Two two lists can be added. Okay. For example, here is another list. A, B, like this. The C list is just A plus B, like this. Okay. So C is just the sum of A and B. Right? All items are shown in the C or from the A and B list. Okay. So if you want to If you don't want to use like this, then you can use the extend method here. The 1, 2. And now B has the 1, 2. Okay. So extend, or you can use plus operators. Okay. Now when you like to delete some item, then you can remove. Okay. Remove. A. I want to remove this item. You can delete the item. Or otherwise, if you want to delete with the index, then you can use a delete function. Delete. For example, I like to delete second item, a second item of the C list. Which one? The hello string, right? Then you can use the delete function instead of this remove method. Okay, and you can see the hello is just deleted from the list. Okay, so if you want to delete with the index, then you can use the delete function. So if you want to remove with the value, then you can use the remove method. Okay. Okay, and then what else we have? Index or sort. Uh, index. So if you want to know index, then you can use the index method. For example, I don't know index of the A, character A, and this index is 4. Okay, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, 4. Index is 4. And then which one what I would like to explain the sort. Yes, sort. Let's try to use the sort. Sort. So A, so E, 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 A, E, N, E. Like this. So if you want sort these items in alphabetical order, then you can call this sort function. Okay? Sort method. Okay. Then what happens here? So initially we define in order B, C, A, Z, and D, but now A is A, B, C, D, and G. It just shows the alphabetical orders of the item, right? So when you need the sorting, then you can call this sort method. Okay. Okay. So except that this method, the list can have the extra method you can use. Then please refer to Python document and try to use that method for the list. Okay. Okay. So we already try to test the all example here. So you can use plus in order to add to list like this. Please refer to this lecture slide for your practice on your machine. I already explained all of the example. So except this multiplication. So let's see. So if A is the list with the two number as items, then if you A multiply 3, then what happens with in a B? And you can see B has the total 6 item inside. Those item is a 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Which means the A item was just items were just multiplicate with 3 times. Okay, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. Okay, so multiplication just give the multiplicated numbers, multiplicated items with the numbers. Okay, so here's the also cities. One is 3 items: Seoul, Rome, and Paris. Then the city 3 has a total 9 items with these 3 cities. For so here list slice we have to see carefully. So let's see. So when you slice the items within the list, you can clarify the start and end item index. Okay. So from here, if you put the 2 colon and 5, then which means is items from the 2 index 2 to the where 4, not 5, just the m minus 1. The 5 minus 1 is 4. So if you just skip the start index or end index or start index, then it is the minimum or maximum index. Okay, here there is no explicit end index, then which means it's a maximum index. Okay, maximum index. This is a start index is just the omit, then you just guess this one is a minimum index. What is this? 0. Why 0? But we don't know this one. Let's see. Try to slice. Here we have the C index, C list here. So let's slice. Slice from the. We want to abstract some items from the 1 to 38 because those are number, and the rest of the items are just a character string, right? So what is the index of the 1? It's 1, right? 1. It starts from the 1, and then what is the end index? End index 0, 1, 2, 3, right? You should be careful to keep the number end index. This you should be keep the not a n minus 1. You have to put the number with the more 1 n, right? Not a n minus 1. So here you should put the number 4 instead of 3 because it's just a grammar syntax. So you have to follow their instruction. You don't need to ask any question. It's a rule, kind of rule. Okay. So you have to put them one more index. Okay. Compared to you want. Then you can see we can slice item from the 1 to 38. Okay. if you want to return this in list to the any variable name, then you can give any new variable, right? So C4 like that. Now the list has these three items as a member. Okay. 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 So I just skipped the using the count method. Count just the return how many items inside this item. Because as you can see, list can have the duplicate item inside. Okay, duplicate 1 2 1 2 1. So let's see the B count how many 2 is within this list of B. And you can see total 3 item of the 2 member 2, right? And total 3 for the item 2. Okay, 1 2 3. Okay, so let's see the another I looking for items 0. So there is no 0, right? So you can see there is no 0. Then definitely if you want to search with the 1 item 1, then there is a 3 1. Okay, okay, easy, right? Not that difficult. You can practice one by one method. Okay, remove or we already delete pop. We already use pop. And then you can replace, change the item, okay, using the index. Okay? When you try to access each items, you can use the index number, right? For example, here B, and if you want to second item, then you can use the index number 1. Index start from 0, right? So second item is 1. So if you want to read this item, then you just call like this. For example, print B, second item. I want to print out the second item, then like this. But if you put some value to this position, then like if you what value more, then you can see the second position of this list has these 373 numbers like over it. Okay, okay. You can change your items of the list with this way. Okay, this way. Let's try to change more. Let's change the 38 of the C list 0 1 2 3. Okay. Then you can change any other things. Good morning. Then this one is changed to good morning string. Okay. So not difficult, right? Not difficult. So nested list. Nested list. From now on, you have to be very careful to see. So here, nested list is a little bit complicated. You have to watch carefully this one. So currently, we just put the define a list, no depth, just the same layer, 0 layer, right? 1, 4, 6. This all item is what? just value, okay? All items just value 1, 4, 6, right? But if you want to put the new item, hmm? For example, A, okay? Then new item is added. So how about the what if you want to put the not just value but the list? The A, B. This is a list, right? List. I want to put new item, the list item to the A, list of A. Then what happened? Here, the A, B list is a list of item of the list A, right? So here we can say this list is a nested list, nested, nested, nested. So definitely we can more give the define more depths of list. For example, here 1, 4. So let's try to give the another. This is a list in the list. Okay. So we try to add a nested list to the list of A. Okay. So here this is list. Okay, list. But within this list, here's another nested list here. Right? Then you can see this list is included in the list of A. Right? So how many depths? This is a layer 0. One is layer 0. This is a layer 2. This is a layer 2. And this is a layer 3. Right? Depth is 3. So depth 0, depth 1, and depth 1, and depth 2. Right? Depth 2. Okay? So here are the questions. So how we can access the A list in the list A. How we can access this member item alphabet A? How? For example, let's access to number 8 in the list A. How? 0, 1, 2, 3. Why? A and 3. And you can see this is an item is 8, right? Then how we can access A? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Hmm? A, 4. Hmm? What happened? It just returned A and B, right? List. So what I'm saying is the A and B list is the fifth item, okay? Fifth item. Hmm? Not just a single A, but both. Okay? So here, what if then 5? So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then 5 is what? Next list, okay? You can see next. Then if you want to access B, not just the A, B list, then how we can do that? So actually, the B is the existing within this list, right? So A, what is the list? It's a 4, right? Hmm? 4 is what? AB list, right? AB list. After that, you put the index more to indicate inside item, okay? So here, the A is what? Index 0 and B is 1. So you have to put the 1, right? Then you can access B. Definitely you can access A by 0, okay? Because A is 0, okay? A, okay? Then let me ask you a question. So here we want to access the 4.4, float number 4.4. How we can access this 4.4? Let's try to do using your laptop. Okay. So A. So what is the index of this last list? 5, right? 5. We already see, right? Then what about this 4.5 is belonging to the last list within this list, right? What's the index of this list? 0, 1, 2, right? It's a 2, right? Then you can see, you can access this list, okay? Then what's the index of the 4.4? 0, right? 0, and this one is 1. So 0, okay? Then you can access 4.5. Okay, if you want to access this one, 37.22, you can definitely access by 1. Okay? Okay. So easy, right? So when you access items in the nested list, you can just step by step, okay, go into that item using the index, okay. So as you access using the index, also you can change the value of that index. For example, if you want to change the 37.22 with another number, well, for example, 1277, then you can see why it doesn't move. Now 12.77 instead of what? 37.22. Okay, it was changed. Okay. Okay, so in the nested list is a little bit tricky to access each items. It's not that difficult. You just count index, okay, one by one, okay, count index carefully, and you can access. Okay, so we already used the items. This is a little bit tricky, but let me explain the last one here. So up to now, you have seen the list, a list has various kind of the data type kind of more integer number, more character strings, or float number. But in addition, this list can have the function. Yeah, it's unbelievable, but it can have. For example, let's try to force to add some number, 37. Then you can see A has now 37. Let's try to append function. What function you know? For example, so input function. Input function. Okay. So what else you know? Output function, print. Okay. So here, so you said here's a little bit uh, weird number, weird expression just they are added on your list. But anyway, how we can use that function? Just use the index. Okay. For example, A. What is the input function? It's 1. It's the input function. Okay. So uh, let's try to get some user input using this input function, because it's a input function is a print function 0, 1, 2. Okay. First, let's get a user input and plus 20. Okay. And then let's try to call the output function. How? A 2. Right? Print function is 0, 1, 2. So like this way. Yeah, this is working. Okay. Not working. Mm, integer. Sorry. 이벨, 이벨, 이벨 function. Uh, okay. So here, my mistake is this input function name is a or one is just what input thing. Okay, input function name. But in order to express as the function, you have to put the parentheses after this input function. Okay. So what is the eval? Eval is evaluation function, which change the string to integer or float numbers automatically. Okay. So actually, we just deal with these functions in a variable chapter 2. But you remember that? Anyway, so once the input function receives some string that it changes into some character, the integer number or the float number, then plus 20, then print out a of 2 is print function. Okay, let's do that. 77, you can see 97 comes out. Okay, so here I like to say is that you can define some functions within this list. within list like this. For example, it's a is a number, print, input. This is possible, okay? You can use. Okay. Today's pre-class homework is you have to do receive 5 cities using the input function, right? User input, and then sorting them in alphabetical order, and then just print out the result. Okay. We already used the sort method in this video lectures, and then try to use the sort method uh, for your homework. Okay. Please do your homework and upload your code, Python code. Please capture your screen on your laptop and upload that screenshot to the cyber campus. Okay? Pre-class homework. Thank you. Thank you for hearing today, listening today. Let's see in offline class. Thank you.